What's up everyone, it's Alicia here. So yesterday when I was ending my stream and starting to go to bed, I was browsing through Twitter and I saw a lot of tweets and retweets about a huge list of different music artists who were supposedly also leaving Spotify. But lucky for us, we now know that that list is a complete, well, I would call it misinformation, because the only goal for that list is to just, I don't know, slander Spotify and also try to ride the wave of cancel Spotify, cancel Joe Rogan. But let's dive into the tweet itself, what it said. So this was the one. Breaking news. Willie Nelson, Bruce Springsteen, Barbra Streisand, Queen, Paul McCartney, the Rolling Stones, Dave Grohl, and Pearl Jam are removing the music from Spotify in solidarity with Neil Young. And this was retweeted 1,200 times by a lot of people I also follow, leftist people. I have to say that I was actually appalled that people would spread that news without checking it first. But you know why they spread it? The reason why they spread that was because this one website, celebandmusic247.com, I don't even know what the fuck this is, but they made a news article about this. And they quoted the same fucking tweet from a person who nobody knows who the fuck that is. There's nothing about these artists leaving the platform other than this fucking tweet. So I actually think that this whole news site is probably run by this guy, and people bought this. This is one of the reasons why I think it's really toxic to just believe everything that you want to believe. People who retweeted this were the people who was thinking that, yeah, fuck Joe Rogan and fuck Spotify. So that's the reason why a tweet like this got traction. Because this appealed to their agenda, this appealed to their ego about the thing that they were right about the situation. They didn't even proof check this. Because, well, it was for the cause. So they just fucking started spamming that shit all over the place. And when people called them out yesterday, and today even, that this isn't true, this is misinformation, and then there was okay, we're gonna wait that when this is when this news is verified, but you will see this will happen. No, that's not the issue. This may happen. I'm not saying that this won't happen, but at the moment this is misinformation, because it's breaking that they are removing their music already. And there's an even bigger list. This is the updated version of it. There's Metallica there, Coldplay, Maroon 5, I don't know. This might be a troll, but this is a more reasonable list. We need these people, and that's true. If they want to make a difference for Spotify, they need to get all the big names to leave there. But you don't get that by spreading misinformation. Yeah, you don't fight quote-unquote misinformation with misinformation, and that's my problem. And that's the problem of the discussion at the moment. And Spotify CEO came out and addressed the situation. Based on the feedback over the last several weeks, it's become clear to me that we have an obligation to do more to provide balance and access to widely accepted information from the medical and scientific communities, guiding us through this unprecedented time. However, Ego did not specifically mention Rogan on his show, the most popular podcast on Spotify. And Ego's post hinted that the company was not going to bow to calls from artists such as Neil Young to remove Rogan's from. We know we have a critical role to play in supporting creator expressions while balancing it with the safety of our users, Ego said. In that role, it is important to me that we don't take on the position of being content censor, while also making sure that there are rules in place and consequences for those who violate them. I think that's like a normal business neutral jargon, nothing else, and a pretty safe one also. And they are now going to put a disclaimer on whenever there's a podcast or anything that talks about COVID. There's gonna be a disclaimer before you watch it. But yeah, the controversy just keeps on giving. The controversy is completely fucking dumb, if you ask me. People have already showed that Joe Rogan is also entitled, and I think one of the dumbest arguments is because Spotify paid Joe Rogan 200 million. That's the core issue here. That Spotify paid millions for a person who is quote-unquote spreading misinformation or disinformation, and that's the core issue. And that's kind of a fucking dumb thing to say, because if you remove the money, isn't he still doing the same thing? The issue would be the same, right? So saying that the problem is, because people have shown that Joe Rogan is also in Tidal, but that's not the same because Tidal isn't paying Joe Rogan 200 million and Spotify is. Well, it's the same thing, because he's allowed to be in that platform too. So by you saying that it's not the same thing, I don't know what the fuck is your agenda. You just probably hate Spotify. I don't know. You don't even know what the fuck you hate. But yeah, what do you think about it? Leave a comment down below. Remember to subscribe. See you guys on the next one.